Do you struggle with being direct? You're either too direct or you just avoid saying what you need to because it's so uncomfortable. Hi, my name is Collier, and I've been helping people successfully address these kinds of communication challenges for the last 14 years. Have no fear. The solution is actually quite simple. You can say what you need to say and colleagues will be grateful, believe it or not. Simple steps like saying it like it is. It's not about being nice. It's about saying what you need to say without triggering defensiveness. So first you have to prepare, unless you're really used to this and an expert. So first thing you do is you anticipate. What is the person likely to say? You have something you have to say to them. Are they going to be defensive? Second, you want to review the tips for dealing with defensiveness. So that's the download on the blog. So go to my blog at arudia.com. Third, you want to identify your outcomes. What do you want to see happen here? And be strategic. You want to use step one of establish the focus. So look back at some of those coaching blogs that I've written. And fourth, you want to own your own stuff. You want to own your feelings and needs about the situation. Because here's the thing. If you own how you're feeling and what you need out of the situation, you won't be reactive and you won't be defensive. All right, so now we've got the conversation. So you're approaching this person and you've got to use your late night DJ voice. You ever notice how relaxing late night radio is? So, and how calm, and it's like they're trying to put you to sleep. That's what you want to do when you're talking to this person, especially if you think he or she is going to be defensive. So you want to also, second, you want to state the facts neutrally and without judgment, and you've got to be concise. Don't go through every little detail of what bothered you about what your colleague did, because that's just going to sound like the person is being interrogated, they're on the witness stand. It's just not going to be good. Short. You can even just say something like, hey, remember in that meeting last week? That might be enough to raise the issue. That's all you want. You're never going to get agreement on the facts, and that's not important. It's really about the solution moving forward. So third, you want to establish a rapport. So don't fall into the trap of doing most of the talking. Make sure you raise the issue. Hey, remember that meeting last week? And pause. Let the other person talk it through and say what he or she needs to say about that meeting last week. Once he or she gets it off her chest or his chest, it'll be a lot easier to have the conversation. All right, and you want to use that technique of pausing and asking really good open-ended questions to actually have a rapport that's back and forth so that the other person doesn't feel lectured. Fourth, you want to frame the whole conversation with positivity. So if you're giving feedback to one of your direct reports, open it by saying, I want to invest in some time in you. I want to talk to you about what's going on because there's this one challenge, and I know if we fix this, you're just so great at everything else. So practice that. Frame the conversation with what's good, with how much you believe in the person. Be ready to deal with defensiveness and ignore the pot shots. That's number 5. So you don't have to answer or respond to every single thing someone says, especially if they're upset. So just ignore the pot shots. 6, express awareness and empathy, especially when you detect defensiveness. Explain, just throw in I know this is difficult. I'm sure it's frustrating. It'll go a long way towards having a smoother conversation that gets you an outcome that you want. And 7, and finally, make sure that you go back and you figured out what you wanted to get from the conversation. You establish the focus. Make sure that you say at some point after you've established the rapport that, hey, I want to come up with a strategy for making sure that, we're working together, that you're getting projects in on time, whatever it is, and then stay on track. No drama. Use that late night DJ voice. So if you thought this was useful, first of all, please share it with your friends and colleagues, but also if you're in the Washington, D.C. area on March 9th, please join me for Step Into Power Tactical Leadership Skills. And don't forget to let me know what you've done to be direct without drama.